Evening, welcome to the Derby debrief. Owen Bradley with former Rams captain Sean Barker alongside. After a victory for Paul Warne in his first match as Derby County head coach this afternoon, James Collins scoring twice in a 2-0 victory at Cambridge United. Not just Warne's first win in his first match in charge, but also Derby's first away goal and away win in the league this season. I think it's been a good day all round, hasn't it, Sean? It's
been an excellent day. Great performance. You can see what the manager wants. The intensity was there from the moment that we kicked off. The aggression on the press, the landing on second balls, everything that he talks about in the week was evident. And to top it off, I thought Colo was absolutely outstanding. He got his 2 goals, but his all-round play was brilliant. He held it up well. He was having an extra man up there just helped him out, and I thought that brilliant away performance and one that the manager will be delighted with.
How different were Derby under Paul Warne today? He's only had 4 days with the players, remember, but how much was he able to change, do you think?
Well, it changed quite dramatically, to be honest. First off, you think of the last probably 18 months where we've performed away from home. We've performed well and we've dominated the ball, and you're looking at 60-70% possession, building through the pitch. That wasn't the case today. We still had the majority of possession, but it was forward balls quickly. It was direct balls. It was trying to play through quickly, trying to get them on the turn. With having 2 centre forwards, stretches the pitch naturally. I don't think we allowed Cambridge to settle at any stage over the 90 minutes. They never really looked set. They never really looked incomposed, being a home team, and that was the work that was done off the ball, as well as the intensity with the ball. So, big changes. Paul talks about getting balls into the box, which happened. He talks about going forward quickly, which happened. So it's only been 4 or 5 days, but you can see the impact he's made already.
Now, more to come from a box in a moment. You'll hear from goal scorer James Collins later in the show as well, but only one place to start. It's with the new head coach after his first victory as Derby County boss, Paul Warne.
Paul, first win, straight away. Many congratulations. How does that feel?
Yeah, really good. Like, we've had an amazing week. The players have been excellent and they've been really well coached and looked after before we come here. Liam's done a really good job, and we just haven't done a lot, truth be told, and we'd like to do more as the games go by. But to win and to score away from home, my wife told me that we haven't scored away from home before, so I've married well, don't I? Yeah, to score 2, and especially I'm buzzing off the first goal, because as a centre forward, when the ball goes in behind, you're nowhere near it. It's easy just to think, do you know what? Yeah, it's going through to the keeper. But Colo didn't. He made it hard, forced the error, and took his goal. For him to score 2 goals is good. And I thought the whole back line, everyone at the club's been so nice to us all. It's been a bit humbling, really. So it's nice for us to give them a win, knowing that it's cheered the club up.
You mentioned that first goal, and you said it on Thursday in your pre-match media about the fact that breaking the duck away from home, that it could be that chasing a back pass that gets kicked to you or something like that, and that pretty much epitomised it, that Colo could have easily, I think it was last couple of minutes of the half, conserve the energy for the second half, that he does that, and you mentioned there, forces the error and puts it away brilliantly.
Yeah, excellent. I mean, I did a tongue-in-cheek comment yesterday, which wasn't tongue-in-cheek, about, look, what should the centre forward do here? And they were saying run, and I said, well, what happened if he didn't run? And I made a joke saying, well, if he didn't run, he'd be sitting behind me. You have to run to play for us. You have to. Even when you're tired, you have to. And winning football games is painful, I know. The lads are exhausted in there, but they'll feel great once they get their lungs back. So, nothing says us more than that. I thought the lads' pressing was excellent today. Look, this is an excellent Cambridge football team who are higher than us in the league, who play really good football, but our pressing, we just didn't give them any time on the ball. From the midfield 3, the wing backs were great. I mean, they're going to sleep well, and it epitomised it really with the front 2. So all in all, couldn't have asked for a greater performance, really.
You mentioned on Thursday James Collins was your cup of tea. Has he been elevated to your type of cup of coffee now? Because that was brilliant for him. Or has he got a little bit more work to do yet?
He didn't get a hat-trick, did he? You can't become my Americano without a hat-trick, but he can be my first cup of tea of the day. No, excellent. And I know, obviously, I've watched Colo's career for years, and like I said to you before, he scored against me at New York, didn't he, which I weren't best pleased with. But I knew, I know he's my cup of tea. Will Vokes, my ex-player, texted me today saying, look, Colo's right up your street, Gaffer. And he is. He works really hard. He's really committed. He leads the line really well, and he scored his 2 goals. And I said to him when I came in, look, you'll love working for us, because we're all about, crosses, getting the ball in the box. And ironically, he didn't score off either cross, a cross. So it shows what I know. But yeah, really pleased for him, but just really pleased for the team. You could see how happy they were after to get it. Oh, here he comes now. It's all about him. Goodness me.
It will be all about him because he scored the 2 goals, but in terms of a team performance, brilliant back to front, clean sheet as well. You must be absolutely elated with that.
Yeah, clean sheet. I thought, when we needed to, came and called it, took the pressure off, marshalled really well. And like Curtis weren't feeling great yesterday, so really pleased that he got through the game. He looked like he was chugging a bit, in fairness, but he's been ill. But yeah, limited him to very few chances. On another day, it's all right for me to say because I'm the manager of the opposition, but on another day we could have had 4 or 5 really, and that's what we've got to try and get better at, because on another day you're 1-0 up with 15 minutes to go, they get one, and then you could see an opportunity to win a game, to lose a game very quickly. So it's always about getting the second, the third, the fourth, and showing no mercy really. But really pleased with them. I knew this was a good group, hence why I left a very secure job in the Championship. It is like I just think that if we go on a run and we believe, and look, we're going to lose games, I know that, but generally if that's their work ethic, it gives me massive hope that we can achieve something.
What pleased you most today? Was it sort of the fact that you've had 4 days training with them and they took so much into the game so early on? Yeah,
I think my favourite thing was just their effort really. And like I said loads of times, winning's not easy. You have to put yourself through a lot of pain. And I thought just that we pressed harder. When we had to, we turned them. And look, there's different ways to win football games. And in League 3 or League 1, whatever you want to call it, sometimes you just have to turn them. That's how football is. You can't always be, the passing team that, plays their way out of trouble. Sometimes you have to turn them and cause problems. And like when Will came on, as Dobbs did prior to that, we kept stretching the game. So I like the fact that the lads ran hard and they just played a couple of different ways when they had to. And that's down to them. They're not robots. They make decisions. And, more often than not today, they made some really good ones.
No David McGoldrick today. He was the only one that wasn't available previously. What's the situation with him?
That's a good question. He's injured, I think. So I don't know any more detail than that. I think he's injured. Well, he's injured. I know he's injured. I'm not too sure. I've had that many emails off the club this week. I don't know which one said about Didsy's injury. I spoke to him. He's just got a bit of a sore groin. I think he's going to be a couple of 3 weeks, I think. And obviously we want him back because he's another diamond for us going forward. So get him in the final third of the pitch and anything can happen. So yeah, he's out. Obviously Corey Smith's got his toe issue. So they're the 2 senior pros missing, and hopefully they'll join back, because playing Saturday Tuesday the way we play is going to take a lot of players. So yeah, it's a good start, and that's all it is, but a good start.
Final word for the fans today. You had 1,400 behind the goal and they made some noise, didn't they?
Yeah, excellent. I mean, there's a couple of songs that stuck in my head, and I couldn't understand what they were saying to me at the end. They wanted me to do some sort of ooh, that one, didn't they?
The bounce.
Yeah, I don't know if that's me, the bounce. And just a general wave and smiley way is more me, really. But yeah, excellent. I really appreciate it, and like the players appreciate it. So like in the 75th minute, if you cheer a tackle, it helps. I'm telling you, as a footballer, it helps when you feel like everyone's on your side and everything's applauded, and it just makes you run that little bit harder. So look, the wins for everyone at the football club. I said it to the lads in there. Everyone who's travelled, everyone who's spent money in pretty dour times, really. Everyone who's done that, like the players are just the embodiment of the fans. And I thought today, if I was a fan of Derby County, which I am now, obviously, I'd be really pleased with the efforts the lads put in. You don't always get what you deserve in life, but I thought today we did. And yeah, I thank the fans. I thought they were hilarious at the end, and a couple of the songs I thoroughly enjoyed. And luckily my daughter wasn't here because they were swearing in them. But I really enjoyed it, and hopefully they go home being really proud to be Derby fans, as I do as a Derby manager. So it's been a good day.
Fantastic. Well done today.
Thanks, mate. Thank you.
Paul Warne there, great work from the travelling supporters today, of course, and from his team, Sean, and from his staff and himself as well, of course. And they've not had a great deal to smile about away from home, not just this season, but going back through the divisions. Is today maybe a bit of a sea change with the way we saw Derby perform at Cambridge?
It's the way that he wants to play. It doesn't matter whether it's home or away. He wants intensity, he wants energy. I thought the last 10-15 minutes, some of the players were absolutely knackered. You could see that they'd run themselves into the ground. Jason Knight, I think, got a little bit of cramp, which was unheard of. So
never thought we'd ever see it.
No, well, the energy that they brought, the intensity that they played at, the chasing down. I don't think they let Cambridge settle for a second. And ultimately, when they had to dig in, they did that too. So it's not just an away performance, it's a way of playing, it's a way of getting this team to maximise what they've got. And again, I think they linked it well. I think at times they played, at other times they went forward and they made it hard for Cambridge. So I think for a away performance, it really stands out because of the intensity, because of opportunities in the box, and it'll be delighted to get that first away victory.
You know that I love a cliche. We talked about it in commentary today. Make your own luck is one of my favourites. Is that what happened for the first goal today? Because we can't get away. It's pretty simple stuff from Derby. It's a long ball forward. James Collins keeps the defender honest, and the defender makes a mistake. He's there to capitalise. But did Derby deserve that, based on the effort that they put in, if nothing else?
Well, as a defender facing your own goal, the ball goes over the top. You can't allow, I suppose as a striker, you can't allow him to have time on the ball, to play the ball back, to be comfortable. It's a minute before the end of the half. And I don't think it's luck. I think it's just the intensity they played at. I think don't give up on any ball. Don't give up on anything that you maybe see as a lost cause. And with a minute or so to go, Colo continued to press, continued to make it hard. It was a howler of a mistake. You can't argue with that. But the finish on his left foot into the far corner, and it was a brilliant time to score as well, because I thought they dominated the first 45 minutes. Again, you think you're going into half-time with no reward in terms of getting a goal, but they got that goal. And the second half, it opened up a little bit at times, but we stuck in, we defended the box well. The second goal was a peach, mainly because of the work that Max Bird does to defend the box, again, getting behind the ball and then countering and finishing wonderfully.
Did we see a slightly different Max Bird this afternoon? It felt to me as though we saw a lot more physicality from him, maybe more running. People have talked about Paul Warne liking a box-to-box midfielder and asked, is that Max Bird? I think today's evidence, certainly the second goal, you could make the argument that that's exactly what he is.
Well, I think normally you can pick a sitting midfielder, a pivot, and that's Max Bird. That's how he's been used, that's how he's been deployed as a player. Always deeper of the two or three in midfield. But in the first half, I thought Harham was getting further forward, picking out positions on the left-hand side, which we know he does. Jason Knight was everywhere, as he always was, but Birdie was allowed that kind of experience of roaming forward, of pressing, being part of that midfield three to bump up the pitch. And again, the point that I made with that second goal, he's defending 2 blocks on the edge of the box, and his first thought is go and support Colo in that left-hand side. And if you've got Birdie further up the pitch, he's got that quality that probably only a few possess in this team, that ability just to wait for the right pass and the little disguise to put in James Collins on the left-hand side. I thought it was excellent in midfield, and there's not anyone that you can't say didn't put a shift in. And again, a clean sheet as well away from home always helps. And
2 goals for Derby then, 2 goals for James Collins. Let's hear from him.
James, it was a bittersweet feeling last time he scored, but I'm sure nothing but sweetness today.
Yeah, we had this conversation, didn't we, that day after Plymouth. Delighted today. It's a completely different feeling, isn't it? To get a couple of goals on the road and get 3 points is not many better feelings, to be fair. Absolutely, buzzing. Great day all round for everyone, and thought the lads were really professional and played really well today.
Yeah, 3 points on the road has been a long time coming, hasn't it? So describe that feeling there for me.
Oh, it's fantastic. It's great. The lads probably a bit of relief as well, because I was saying to the other lads over there, I think our performance, bar Lincoln. We were poor against Lincoln, but I think we played really well on the road. Charlton, probably the best we played all year, first half. Fleetwood, Shrewsbury, we were great, just didn't win. So today we probably didn't play as well as we had done in the previous games away from home today, but we got 3 points, so we take that all day.
The goals, your first one, really typified what everyone's seen from you so far this season, didn't it? Hard work, but up to this point without rewards, so you must be really happy with how it's run for you.
Yes, I always try and work as hard as I can for the lads, and I've done it all my career, and that's what the gaffer wants. He wants the front lads to press at every opportunity and put people under pressure, and fortunately enough for me, the lad missed it and managed to slot it away. So right before half time as well, which always changes the game.
Really shows the importance of chasing lost causes as well, doesn't it? Because you put that pressure on, and then there you go.
Yeah, definitely. I think because if you don't put the pressure on, then they get the easy way out, and you don't get your chances. So I suppose you're getting your rewards for working hard, really.
Second one, you've caught the goalkeeper out of the near post, but I'm sure you're going to give a lot of credit to Max Bird, who's busted guts to come and support you, and then laid it on a plate for you, really.
Yeah, Birdie done great. He's a lovely footballer, Birdie. Sees a great pass, and when I passed it to him, he got closed down quite quickly, so I knew he was gonna cut it back for me. But I didn't catch the strike very well, to be honest. I just it was on my weaker foot, and I just thought hit it hard and low, and the keeper's gambled for it going across him, so it's managed to sneak in at the near post. So delighted.
You say weaker foot, but all 3 of your goals have come with your left, haven't they?
It's weird, that, isn't it? Yeah, and all my goals last year for Cardiff come with my head. Strange, it's come with my right foot for ages.
Showed several sides today as well. Yourself got in a battle with a few of their defenders at times. Everyone else dug in when Cambridge were putting pressure on towards the end of in the second half. Really showed a lot today.
Yeah, that's what you got to do away from home. Though they're a big side, and they're very direct, and you've got to stand up to it, and you've got to win your duels. I think the back three, they're excellent today. They were up against a big handful in Ironside, and I think and me and Dobbs and Will, when he come on, we had to got some big lads, and we had to battle up there as well. And I think the midfield three were excellent today as well. So. Away from home, you've got to win your battles more than you have probably at home, especially on a tight pitch and the way they play. So it was just a good, probably not the prettiest, but just a good professional performance and 3 points.
Yeah, and it's a great start for Paul Warren. How much have you enjoyed working with him during this first week?
Yeah, he's been great. As soon as he got the job, I know quite a lot of lads that have played with him, played under him at Rotherham in the past, and they've all texted me saying what a great bloke he is, and I'd love him, and he's right up your street. And to be fair, they're right. He's been great with me since he come in, and the way he wants to play will help me as well. The way he wants balls coming in the box. So I've got nothing but positive stuff to say about him so far.
Yeah, that's an opinion that I've seen a lot. A lot of people are expecting you to flourish under him. Is that something you really think will be the case?
Well, yeah, I hope so. As you probably see today, it's a good start, isn't it? But yeah, I just got to keep putting in performances, because he's a nice, bubbly bloke. But if you're not doing it for him, then he has said that you won't be playing. So I need to make sure I keep my performances high, and then hopefully the goals will come.
It's a relentless period of fixtures now. Great to start this run with a win, and now it's about putting a sequence together, isn't it?
Yeah, that's it. You got to back it up now. We've got a game Tuesday, and then we've got Port Vale next week at home, which is we can go and get another 3 points, and it'll put us in a good place coming up for the back end of the month. So yeah, the lads know how important this month is leading up to Christmas, and then hopefully we're in the mix coming Christmas time.
It'd be wrong to not mention the fans who've travelled in numbers throughout the season. How pleased are you to reward them with 3 points today?
Oh, buzzing! I'm glad I got a goal down this end. It didn't really feel like anyone was celebrating up the top end because they were so far away. But no, I'm glad I got a goal down this end in front of them, and they've been great, and they're the best fans in the league by a mile, aren't they? So yeah, credit to them. They come down here in their numbers again, and just hopefully they keep doing it, because it's a massive boost for us.
Well done, James.
Cheers, guys.
There is James Collins. The results from League One this afternoon. Really exciting afternoon around the division, actually. Wins for Accrington, for Bolton and for Burton Albion, who came from 2-1 down at home with 10 men to get a 92nd minute winner. Cheltenham enjoyed a victory as well, so did Barnsley away at Fleetwood. The top two both won, Ipswich beating Portsmouth. That was second against third at the start of the day, but Plymouth have stayed top of the table courtesy of a 1-0 win at Wickham. This is how the top of the standings look then. Plymouth still top, Ipswich second. Derby move up a couple of places, 3 points off the top six, but Derby do have that game in hand over some of the sides above them at least. At the other end, Burton off the foot of the table after their victory. Morecambe replaced them at the foot of the standings. And that's all from us for now. If you want more reaction to Paul Warren's first victory as Derby County head coach, it'll be on the website for you, dcfc.co.uk, and we're back Tuesday. It's a busy month on RamsTV this October. For now, from me, Barks, and the team, bye-bye.